Today is the first day of my final exam. Today I have an exam of English, and in section number 3 there is a speaking topic, so I am going to be presenting it. Good morning and Assalamu alaikum. My name is Zubairov, and today I have been given the opportunity to talk about the topic different parts of buildings that I can see in my town. First of all, I want to tell there are different types of buildings that I can see in my town. For example, shops, mosques, hospitals, schools, etc. I have seen the mosque from the outside but not from the inside. It has a large white gate. It is made out of white and green marble. It has a long white minar. It is very beautiful from the outside. Next, I have seen the local hospital of my town. It has many chairs for people to sit on while waiting for their turn. There is also a reception area. There are 3 people standing in the reception area who give tokens to people. Then there is also a lab in the hospital. You can give your blood to be tested there. There is a pharmacy. There is a very big pharmacy in the hospital. It has many medicines in it. The hospital has doctors in it 24/7. I have also seen some of the schools in my town. The school I know most about is called American Lifestuff. It is the school I study in. It has a very big and beautiful building. The classrooms are very airy and neat, clean. There is also a canteen in my school. There is a very big playground with many swings. There is also a computer lab in my school. American Lifestyle. These were some of the buildings I can see in my town. Thank you. Hello everyone, as you know, lockdown has started again and my final examinations of class 5 are taking place online. So today I'm going to tell you how I have finished my exam and what are the questions in my exam. So now the section 1 is writing. In writing, our question number 1 is write meanings of the following words. Number 1 is erupting. Erupting means breaking out. Number 2 is orchard, a piece of enclosed land planted with fruit trees. Number 3 is anthill, a pile of soil created by ants. Number 4 is scarves, a fabric worn around necks. Number 5 is cloak, an overgarment that hangs loosely from the shoulders over the arms to the knees or ankles. Then the question number 2 is make sentences of the following given words. Number 1, fog. There is too much fog outside. Number 2, terrified. My brother is terrified of snakes. Number 3, arena. There is a wrestling match held at the arena. Number 4, feast. There we got an invitation to the grand feast. Number 5, creature. Lion is a fierce creature. Question number 3, answer any 5 of the following given questions. Number 1, how many rats were left at the end of the story The Pied Piper of Hamelin? None. Answer, none. Number 2, recall the unit time travel and tell is Sandra going to make another trip to on Uncle Steve's machine? Answer, no. Number 3, according to the story time travel, who noticed the bad smells? Number 3, answer number 3, Dan. Question number 4, why did the students run fast without asking questions in the story A Terrible Disaster? Answer, the students ran fast because the earth started moving again and everyone was shouting about earthquake. Question number 5, what did the butcher think of the reward in the story The Pied Piper of Hamelin? The butcher thought it was worth it. Number 6, recall the unit A Terrible Disaster and tell why the family slept outside for a week. The family slept outside for a week from in the fear of earthquake. And question 4, fill in the blanks with the suitable words. Ben wears a dash watch when he goes scuba diving. Waterproof watch. A dash is a high wave that travels quickly across the sea. Tsunami. And we learn about heat and light when we study physics. Dash is a storm of very strong winds and heavy rain. Tornado. Dash is a game that you can play if you are ill in bed. Cards. Put the adjectives in the correct order to make phrases. Number 1. Two snakes, greenish, tiny. Two tiny greenish snakes. Some trousers, black, long, Chinese. Some long, black, Chinese trousers. A jug, Turkish, blue and white. A blue and white Turkish jug. My boots, black, Spanish, long. My long, black, Spanish boots. A coat, red, Japanese, large. A large, red, Japanese coat. Then we have question number 6. Write 100 till 50 words on the topic of a day without electricity, or complete the story. Hamad was a local scientist, but he was very intelligent. One day he was performing an experiment in his lab when suddenly. So I have done the story from this option. I will show you the story in the end. Question number 7. Fill in the blanks with suitable adverb. Walk dash on this area, there is traffic. Walk carefully. The apartment that my uncle has bought is dash decorated beautifully. Everything happened dash. We didn't get a chance to tell. Suddenly. Come here dash quickly. She didn't do dash in the exams. Well. Question 8. Change the following sentences according to the tense mentioned. Number 1. She reads a newspaper. Present continuous. She is reading a newspaper. They are making a sandwich. Simple past. They were making a sandwich. Number 3. Sarah is learning English. Past continuous. Sarah was learning English. Number 4. Asma was leaving for airport. Simple future. Asma will leave for the airport. Number 5. He is writing a letter to his friend. Simple past. He will write a letter to his friend. They played well in the football game. Present continuous. They are playing well in the football game. The cat is eating its food. Simple past. The cat ate its food. Number 8. He works very hard day and night. Simple future. He will work very hard day and night. Number 9. They are preparing for the entry test. Past continuous. They were preparing for the entry test. Number 10. She was helping her mother in the kitchen. Simple future. She will help her mother in the kitchen. Now we have section number 2, reading. Question number 9. Read the following passage and answer the questions given at the end. Eric rang his grandparents' doorbell and silently wished the next 4 hours would go by quickly. He didn't want to give up his entire Saturday afternoon at his grandparents' house where there were no kids in the neighborhood. "You're right on time," Grandma Bethany said, opening the door. "There's tea and cake in the dining room." Cake? At least the first 10 minutes would go by quickly. Eric hung its coat on the rack by the door and saw a strange-looking key hanging on a hook. "Grandpa Bill, what's this funny key for?" "There's a skeleton. That's a skeleton key. It opens the best room in the house," Grandpa Bill whispered so no one else could hear. "It's the room I go to when grandmother tries to make me help with the dishes." "What's so special about the room?" Eric asked. "It's a game room," Grandpa Bill said. "Take the key and see if you can find the room by the time I finish my team." Eric grabbed the key and stared at it. A skeleton key. It looks old. Eric decided the oldest things in the house were probably upstairs in the walk-up attic. He headed past the dining room and to the stairs. Grandpa Bill slipped his tea and shook his head. Eric knew that meant he was going the wrong way. He headed back to the front door where he found the key. Eric thought about the oldest part of a house. The basement. It's the first part that's built. He rushed to the basement door and looked at the lock. It was different from a normal lock. He slid the key inside and turned it. With a click, the door opened. Eric switched on the light and walked down the stairs. The basement was one giant room with a pool table in the middle and a dartboard on the far wall. "Awesome," Eric said. "Ever learned to play pool?" Grandpa Bill asked, coming down the stairs. "No," Eric said. "Well, then grab a cue from the rack and I'll teach you." Eric smiled. The next 4 hours were going to fly by. Next, we have to answer the questions. Number 1. What is the setting of the story? Tell where and when the story takes place. The story takes place at Eric's grandparents' house. Why didn't Eric want to visit his grandparents' house at the beginning of the story? He didn't want to give up his entire Saturday afternoon at his grandparents' house. Um, Question number 3. Grandpa told Eric that the skeleton key opened number A. It runs with secrets. B. The basement door. C. The attic door. D. A game room. D. D is the correct answer. Why did Eric think the key would open the attic door? Because it was the oldest part of the house. Grandpa Bill grabbed a cue from the rack. The underlined one mean. We have to tell what does cue mean. A ball used to play pool. A storage container for pool equipment. A stick used to play pool. Number B is correct. It is a stick used to play pool. Next we have section 3, listening. Listen to your teacher and fill in the following blanks given. How you can help people in 5,000 years time to understand the world in which you are living today. Collect some everyday objects but don't include batteries, newspapers or food or drink. Include black and white photos, not color ones. Write the description in ink, not ballpoint. Wrap all the objects separately. Put the objects in a waterproof, fireproof and insect-proof time capsule. Wrap the time capsule in waterproof plastic and bury it in a safe place. So now we're going to do the section number 1, writing topic. Question 6, complete the story. Okay, Hamad was a local scientist, but he was very intelligent. One day he was performing an experiment when suddenly he found that he made a formula which could turn him into any object. Word spread fast, and soon the biggest gang found out about the formula. They thought it would be easier to rob people if they had the formula. They threatened Hamad, but he didn't give the formula. He decided to tell the chief minister about it. The guards didn't let Hamad in. When the chief minister found out Hamad had been staying outside his house for a week in the cold nights, he called Hamad. Hamad told him everything. They decided to take action. Soon the gang was behind bars of the jail. Hamad stayed outside the chief minister's house in the cold nights, but in the end he saved his country and became the best scientist. Moral of the story: what goes around comes around. My final examination of English has been finished. I'm very happy to share this with you. Thank you. Bye.